All right, so we are at Potholes State Park in Othello, Washington. This is our third stay at Potholes, so I decided to make a little review for you guys. Potholes is a 773-acre camping park. It's got 6,000 feet of fresh water shoreline. Potholes is a great place for fishing. A lot of people come here for fishing, but there's also other things to do. Potholes has got a huge open park, which is where I'm at right now, where you can see the water. They have playgrounds, volleyball nets, lots of bird and wildlife. I think we saw some deer while we were here. You can constantly hear the birds. It has a boat launch for fishing, even a fish cleaning station. It has 61 primitive camping sites, so no hookup sites, and then it has a different place where it has some RV hookup sites, which has about 60 RV full service hookup sites. They also have 5 cabins and 1 big group site that is for about 50 people. We have stayed in all the sections of the campground, so we've stayed in 2 different primitive sites before, and this time we stayed in the RV site. A little bit about the sites. So the primitive camping sites, they're all dirt. There's really no grass over there. They do have trees, most all of the sites, to kind of section them off from each other. All of those primitive sites do have vault toilets. Now, if you're going to stay at the primitive sites, I do recommend staying on the right side. So if you're looking at the map, or even when you drive in, instead of taking the left, take a right and stay in those sites. If you stay in those sites, they're actually closer to the boat launch and they're closer to the big park. I say stay closer to the big park because the big park actually has real bathrooms with flushing toilets and a shower. So it's just a quick little walk. If you book on the left side, it's actually the farthest away from the park, which is great. But if you're wanting to use the real toilets or even take a shower, you do have a long walk. So with the primitive sites, your best sites to book are going to be numbers 65 through 84. So those are the ones on the right side. They're going to be closer to the boat launch, to the park, and to the bathroom with a flush toilet and a shower. Now the RV part, you get full hookups. They have bathrooms and showers, which is nice. Also, the spaces are pretty good spaced. So you're not right next to each other like a parking lot. There is a little bit of a distance, and I do like how they spaced them out. It's all grass, which is super nice. RV sites are like, they have little circles of how the sites are set up. So there's like little different sections of circles. When you look at the map, you'll understand. So all of them are about the same. I personally like numbers 31 through 40 or 21 through 30, just because those are the ones right next to the road. They're closest to the bathroom, and right across the road is where the big park is, where the water's at, in the playground. So I just prefer to be there so you're not walking through other people's campsites or anything like that to get over to the park, especially if you have kids. It just makes it nicer. So Potholes is a great campground. It makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but it's really only about 20 miles to Moses Lake if you needed to go into town to go, go get something to eat or stop by a grocery store or something like that. So it's not too far. I think it takes about 20 minutes to get to like the nearest big grocery store. They do have a little convenience type store here. I think Potholes has become one of our favorite campgrounds just because of where it's located, how pretty it is. I think that if we come back, we would always book an RV site. I don't know if we would do the primitive sites again, and that's partly to do with, us having our pop-up trailer. But I really love this campground. I do recommend everybody trying it out. I know you can also book the RV sites if you don't have an RV and you just have tents. You just have to make sure that you put your tents on the tent pad. They don't allow tents on the grass in the RV site. They do on Friday nights and Saturday nights, but all of the other nights they don't allow tents on the grass, just because they do have a sprinkler system that will go off and it will get all of your stuff wet. So just keep that in mind. So if you're coming with a big group of people, you want to make sure that you have your tent on the tent pad. Almost all of the RV sites do have 1 tent pad per site. There's a couple that don't. I didn't write those numbers down. So just when you're booking, make sure that you put tent in there, and I'm sure that it will not let you book one that doesn't have a tent pad, just because you can't put the tents on the ground unless you're staying on just Friday and Saturday nights because of that sprinkler system. Okay, so I did take a bunch of video for you guys of the entire campground, both the RV, the primitive sites, and the big park, so you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and add that clips in here so that you can see what the entire park looks like. So this is driving into the primitive sites. We're going to go to the left first. These are the sites that are furthest away from the bathrooms in the park, like I was telling you. Unfortunately, when I went to do editing my video, I don't know what happened, but I don't have a video for the right side of the park. So you're just going to see the left side of the sites that are furthest away. So I wanted to show you the group site. So this is that group site that you can book for up to 50 people, just so you have a little bit of a better look of what that looks like. Right here to the right is a couple of the cabins. The other cabins you see when we first drive into the primitive sites. You're also going to see right here the vault toilet that's the closest for all of the spots over here. Okay, so here we are going into the RV section of the campground where we stayed this time. I'm going to go ahead and show you what all of the different sections look like. So this part of the video is going to show you what I was talking about with the 6 different circles on the RV site. So all of the RV sites have that circle in the middle that also has parking in the middle of the circle. Okay, so this is where you drive into the parking lot to get to the boat launch. Parking lot for boat launch, also the trash compactor is in here. That's the only trash compactor for the whole campground. This is the road down to the boat launch. I want to point out, if you look to the right now, you'll see the campsites that I was recommending staying in. These, you can tell how close they are to the boat launch, the fish cleaning station, the extra parking, and to the park right across the street where the bathrooms are. And here you see the big open park that I was talking about right on the water with the playground. This is their beach area. Remember that I did come in April, and depending on what time of the year you're coming, it may or may not be there. So I definitely recommend coming here. Like I said, if you're gonna stay in the primitive sites, definitely book that right side, which is site 65 through 84. Trust me on this, you'll be thankful to be closer to the actual bathrooms and the park. If you're gonna book RV sites, Any of them are fine. Just look at the map, decide if you're gonna have a tent and book the RV sites. Just make sure you're getting one with a tent pad, especially if you're gonna be here during the week, so that you have a place to put your tent. All right, so that's my review for Potholes State Park in Othello, Washington. If you liked it, go ahead and push that like button. Leave me some comments down in the bottom. Let me know what you thought. You have any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll answer them the best that I can. Don't forget to push that notification button so that you can see when I have more videos come out. We should have more videos coming out soon. We have a bunch of trips booked for the summer that I'm going to do reviews on. If there's any other videos that you guys would like to see, let me know what they are. I'll try my best to get some out. Until next time, bye.